Feeling like a couch potato in the warm and cosy safe comfort zone box? You know, fear of ridicule and looking foolish and silly is literally the remote control keeping you stuck in there. Now, let's hit the off button, break free and escape. It's time to embrace your inner weirdo and be that unique you that you came on this earth to be. You're right, my name is Daz and welcome to Stories for the Subconscious, where I help people to reprogram their subconscious minds so that they can basically reprogram their life for the better. Today I want to be looking at fear of ridicule and how it basically keeps us trapped inside that lovely, warm, cosy comfort box. Oh, it feels so snug, doesn't it? Right. Fear of ridicule, honestly, it's a powerful force that often keeps us confined and trapped within our comfort zones. It keeps us in them little boxes, preventing us from taking risks, pursuing dreams, or expressing our true selves. This apprehension, it stems from a deep-seated concern about being judged, laughed at, or ostracized by others. At its core, fear of ridicule is rooted in our innate need for social acceptance and belonging. Excuse me, throat. I don't know why it's so fucking sore today. It's driving me mad. Horse throat. Anyway, let's crack on. Where was I? We as humans, we're sort of social creatures, and historically, being part of a group was essential for survival. It was. So this evolutionary sort of backdrop has made us highly sensitive to the opinion of others. When we contemplate stepping outside of our comfort zone, whether we're trying something new or voicing an opinion or, even embarking on a risky behaviour, the possibility of negative judgment, it can fucking be paralysing, can't it? This fear manifests in various ways. It might stop us from speaking up in meetings, even when we have valuable insights. I remember being at school when the teacher asked the question and I was fucking sure I knew the answer. And I was just about to put my hand up, but then all the thoughts crept in quick. What if it's wrong? What will people think if it's wrong? Will they bellow with laughter in my face? This isn't even like me to put my own hand up. And I sort of put it back down again. Now, I'm not saying I was a fucking saint at school, which, far from it, and I would probably do the same and laugh at others getting it wrong. Kids are absolute twats to each other. But that's a significant part of the fear of failure, and where it actually comes from is school. As you can see, the fear of failure, it's already ingrained by this point anyway. It even happens when we're a toddler. Parents saying, get up, silly, when you fall over, etc. We also have to think about, teachers back in my day, back in the 80s, there was arseholes to children. You'd be looking at a little book or anything like that, and if you got the answer wrong, they'd fucking absolutely go mad at you in front of the class. Actually fucking proper ostracise you. That's not the correct answer. Go stand outside. Fear of failure, it can deter us from exploring creative passions, such as writing, mine, which is content creating, painting, being a comedian or performing, because we're always worried. We worry that our efforts will be dismissed or even mocked. It can prevent us from making lifestyle changes, like pursuing a new career or adopting healthier habits. It's all due to the potential of skepticism or disapproval from those around us. I mentioned in a previous video how long it took me to get started on YouTube, and I finally started in 2021. It was about February 2021, I think. No, when I got started, it was February 2022, sorry. And I started it, and I was just, when you edit other people's speakers like Alan Watts, David Icke, Joe Dispenza, and I was sort of like adding graphics to it, and my little bits and bobs on it, and just uploading it to YouTube, just getting used to stuff like that. And then my plan was, once doing that week by week, when it comes to September, I was going to start putting my mug. I was going to start doing the videos, basically what I'm doing now, right? And you know what? I fucking panicked, left it because I never making all these excuses up. I want stronger than me excuses. Oh, I ain't got the right camera. I ain't got the right microphone. Oh, I haven't got this equipment, I haven't got the right editing software, I haven't got the right anything, do you know what I mean? Or I'm too hungover, or the football's on, or life gets in the way, do you know, etc., etc. But one of the underlying things was, do you know, it was the fear of failing and the ridicule from others. But then I just thought, fuck it, do you know what I mean? And there's other stuff as well. Do you know, when I was younger, I wanted to play in a band, I was getting good at guitar, but the fear of failing and what other people's thoughts was about me, it stopped me, it paralysed me from doing it. So I ended up giving the fucker up. You know, it's ridiculous, isn't it, how we can become trapped in these boxes through the fear of what other people think. You know, the impact of this fear is significant. You know, when we stay within the confines of what feels safe and familiar, we sort of miss out on opportunities for growth and self-discovery. You know, innovation and progress, both personally and collectively, it often comes from taking the bold steps into the unknown and risking failure and criticism. And that's how you grow. You don't grow by being in your fucking comfort box. So us, by avoiding these risks, we limit our potential and stifle our creativity. What we have to get inside our minds here is that overcoming the fear of ridicule, it requires a shift in mindset. It involves embracing vulnerability and recognizing that everyone experiences fear and self-doubt. You know, it helps us to focus on the intrinsic rewards of stepping out of your comfort zone, the personal satisfaction, the growth, the resilience that comes from facing challenges head on. You know, build a supportive network of friends, mentors, and peers who are on the similar journey as yourself with the same interests, and encourage and uplift each other. You know, it can also provide a buffer against the negative feedback and sort of be able to learn how to deal with it, because what you realise is, especially what I want to do, content creating, you always get negative feedback. You always get negative feedback, but that's how you grow and learn, and then you'll just get arseholes. You'll just get trolls who are out there for trolling. But what you've got to think is, they're probably that fucking... They feel probably that low about themselves that that's the only thing they can do. It makes them feel better ridiculing others. So they basically just don't fucking read it. Ignore it. You know, it's weird because ultimately breaking free from the fear of ridicule, it opens up a vast world of possibilities. You know, it allows us to live more authentically and pursue our passions, you know, with vigour and contribute to our unique perspectives to the world. You know, by understanding and confronting this fear, we can sort of step outside of our small little cosy comfort boxes and into a fucking richer and more fulfilling existence. You know, once you break free from that little cosy comfort box, it also creates a great awareness and helps you realise what a fucking small box you've actually been living in the first place. Well, that's it for this week's Subconscious Story, folks, and I really hope you've enjoyed the content. And if you have, please like, share and subscribe, you know, all that jazz, as it does help the stories to thrive and stay alive and get into that subconscious mind. Until next time.